Japanese salaryman's heaven is right here in Shinbashi. Man, I thought I was loud, but that guy over there, whew! Anyway, I've got exactly 10,000 yen. And I'm gonna show you exactly why this is the salaryman's heaven here in Shinbashi, because it's gonna be hard to spend all this money on drinking and eating. But man, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, let's get going. Today, we're in Shinbashi, famous for being the very first railway terminal in the whole of Tokyo. That means this area is full of office workers, also known as salarymen here in Japan. And what happens when these salarymen and women get off work? Uh-oh! It's a drinking heaven with a mix of standing bars, pubs, Japanese-style izakayas, karaoke, and so much more. Come on, we've got a special place to go to. So here we are in a fantastic little yakitori place. We're with the master. Please tell us about what kind of shop it is.
東京の新橋で炭火で焼き鳥を焼いているお店でございます。
Please tell us a little bit about what kind of chickens that you're actually using.
千葉県の契約している農場で飼育している鳥を朝仕入れて、それを自分のところでばらして鳥を刺して焼いてます。なので鮮度が新鮮な売り物ですね。鮮度がいいという鳥でございます。
So, what is the best part of the chicken that I should absolutely have today?
はい、推しはネギマです。あとはもも、レバー、最高に美味しいです。つくね。
You is perfect.
Can we please have one set of everything?
はい、ありがとうございます。
はい。Man, Tomodachis, I gotta tell you, the anticipation of starting to eat is like killing me, so let's get going. I have to start with this. The liver, it is glistening, it is beautiful. You can see that it's been slightly burnt on the outsides. And you know what? I can feel, because I'm like a self-proclaimed yakitori expert. But man, this stuff is gonna be so juicy, you have no idea. Let's go. Oh. Oh yes. That is so juicy and so rich in flavor. It is exactly everything I've been hoping for. Oh my God. It is on par with the yakitori we had up in Sendai. Man, this is good. Look at the inside, it's all pink. Normally you would not expect that it would be a good thing to have a pink liver, but man, this liver is freshly plucked this morning in a field out in Chiba. And it is as fresh as it gets. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That gets a chicken dance for sure. The slightly burnt, sauce that they put on the chicken, bits, and especially the liver. It's a bit sweet, but it's so savory. The master was telling us mostly about this negima. The negima means that there's negi, the long onions, in between the chicken breast things, right? Let's take a bite and see what happens. I'll tell you what, the hard part about a chicken breast is really that you want to keep it juicy and tender, right? And this one, it delivers. Man, this really delivers. The beautiness of it. The negima, which is long onion right here that comes in between, that when you take a bite with it, it freshens up your mouth so you get ready for the next bite. I'm just gonna try that. Oh yeah. I've been to Shinbashi many times in my life. Trust me, in more times than I can remember. But I've never come to this place here before. I wish I had. Man, Junk Food Japan. Junk Food Japan takes us places. It's about the journey. It's about going out there, exploring, and I'm loving it. Man, I can't wait to get the next one. This is something that we're gonna have to share with you guys, all right? Look very carefully at that. This is a onsen tamago, which means that it is super soft boiled. It's gonna pop right between my chopsticks. Oh, look at that. It's still kind of soft and gooey, but also kind of cooked at the same time. It is beautiful. So you kind of want to dip it in like that and get a bit of the sauce, get a bit of that egg yolk in there, and then you can take it up and you can see it is now covered in the egg yolk. Yeah, let's get that in there. That is so savory, it's not even funny. The denseness of this tsukune is so nice, and when you bite into it, you're actually getting a real nice bite into it. It crunches on the outside because it's been crisped, right? And then you mix it up with some of that egg yolk, and you've got yourself a little piece of chicken heaven right here. That sweet sauce just takes you to another level. I'm gonna say it again. I would definitely come back for this one. But you know what? I'm a salaryman on a mission today. I got more places to go, things to eat, things to drink. Let's get going to the next one.
So one bar down, and we've only spent around 1,300 yen, which is about $9 in total. But it's not just sit-down restaurants you can find in Shinbashi. There's a bunch of different things you can experience here. Shisha, barbecue, or even standing bars. And the next place we're going to is just that. Kankoku Yatai Dan is a Korean-inspired Oden. Oden is a type of street food with a bunch of different ingredients like boiled eggs, radish, or fish cakes in a dashi broth. But I've never heard of a Korean-style Oden. Mabo Sensei was there to tell us more. So I'm here with the owner, Mabo Sensei. All right, so we got Mabo Sensei here in the Korean-inspired Oden, and that's like really interesting. Let's find out a little bit more about that. Why are you creating such a Korean-inspired Oden-san here in Shinbashi?
うちのオーナーさんが韓国のハーフで、お父さんが韓国人なんですよ。
はい。
で、もともとこういうお店出したいねっていう話で、オープンさせていただきました。
What is the difference between a normal Oden-san and this place?
日本のおでんって辛くないと思うんですけど、うちのおでんって青唐が入ってるんで、ちょっとピリ辛なんですよ。なんで辛いの好きな方はすごい好きかもしれないです。
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not the best with spicy foods. You've already seen that. Oh man, my mouth is still burning. I'm not even joking. Oh, that's bad. You know, my hands are shaking. Whew. But anyway, let's go for it. What is the best one that I could try here today? Yeah, I think you have some tteokbokki?
トッポギもそうですね。と、まあおでんをうち全面に出してるんで。はい。
Can I just do the omakase? Alright, you guys are probably wondering why I'm standing, but here in Shinbashi, for the salaryman's heaven, it is basically like the idea that you pop by after work, you grab a quick drink and grab a quick bite of food, you know, something like this chikua, right like that, and then you can bar hop around and you'll be fine to go home to your wife. Great, so we've already done the itadakimasu, no reason to overkill it here, but why not? Itadakimasu! Anyway, I'm really intrigued by this, like the tteokbokki looks absolutely amazing, right? Normally you have it and you can have like cheese all over it and stuff like that, but this one is basically rice that has been bashed down and made into these kind of small elongated balls. And then it's got some spiciness to them. Oh, that's good, that's good, it's good. I want to just try one, right? Oh, okay, that actually screams Korea at you big time. Oh, but it's good though. Man, when people say it's going to be spicy, I always get a little bit apprehensive. But this, it's just got a nice kick to it. All right, now check this out. I'm going to try this one. This is fish that has been bashed up and made into this, whatever it looks like. I can't quite explain it. Oh, that's actually nice. It's really juicy and tender, actually. You bite into it and it feels like a bunch of fluff in your mouth. Just
Oh my gosh! Look at that fluffy unicorn!
like a fluffy experience that just exploded.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!
Be careful on the handle here because it's a little bit hot, but you could just grab that with your oshibori, which is the cloth that they gave you, and then you can try some of the soup. All right? Wow. Okay, that's got a nice kick to it, actually. Yeah. My favorite is probably, out of all the things that I chose today, is this one here. This, oh, it's so tender, it just falls off, man. This is gyusuji, which means the tenderness, the tenderloins and stuff like that from a cow. Oh my, I just got the Shinbashi heaven there. This is so juicy and so tender. If you had pulled pork, but like super slow cooked and boiled down, little bit of like, you know, a little bit of that spiciness to it. This is good. It's really delicious. Traditionally, this is like probably one of the all-time favorites, Chinese radish, right? It's like a big daikon. Be careful though, it can be hot. It's hard to explain what the daikon tastes like, but I'll try. Super soft inside. They slice it up, and it's kind of like a hard, big, white Chinese radish, right? They shave the outside, so it's all clean there. Then they put it into the soup, and it just sits there and boils. It doesn't even boil. It slow cooks for hours and hours. And it sucks up all the moisture of the soup. And when you bite into it, it is extremely tender.
Oh my god, that is so yummy. It is so soft, and it brings a hint of grandmother. I don't know why I said that, but that's what it reminds me of. Like a grandmother's taste would give you that one. But man, this is so delicious. I have no idea what this is, but I'm gonna find out. This is actually a Korean style oden, and it's also made from fish. So what they do is they do. They totally bash it up, and then they make it into a flat thing, and then they deep fry it. And then they put it into the oden soup, and it just becomes this fluffy thing that you bite into. Oh yeah. Oh, what a oishii desu. That's great. It's really yummy. Man, for the variety of the meal that you're getting here, we're gonna have to try some of the eggs. There are two different kind of eggs here. There's the egg that has been made. No, wait, I'm mistaken. That's not an egg. That is a piece of tofu that has also been deep fried. And then the deep fried batter that's around the tofu is actually the one that holds up some of the soup in it. That's just good. I'm gonna mix it up with some of this again. The gyushiji was just too good. I gotta say though, the luxury of being able to come here before they actually open up and have the whole place to myself, this is an experience and a journey that I'm taking you guys on. Here comes the full egg experience. どうやってこの黄身がこんな柔らかいんですか？柔らかいよ。ああ、もうちゃんと茹でてあるんで。麻婆、nice fight, nice fight. Man, it's good. Oh yeah. This is my second food dance today. God, I need a beer. But man, standing here, it's kind of hard work eating all this food. We got more places to go, but before we go, I'm gonna, in the Japanese salaryman style, a tradition, slowly start taking off my clothes. One step at a time. It started with the loosening of the necktie. Now we're down to taking the necktie off and shoving it in your pocket. What happens next is I'm gonna open up for, my shirt sleeves here, and then we'll make our way over to the next place. But man, that was an experience that you guys should definitely try. Okay, Tomodachi, round 2 is done. But before we go to the next one, check it out. If you come here between 4 o'clock in the afternoon and 6 p.m., all drinks are only 300 yen. And if you say you saw Junk Food Japan, you get the first drink for free. Come on, let's get to the next one.
And with bar 2 down, we've spent around 2,500 yen, still not even halfway through our budget. You can see why this place is most popular for a night out. After our short trip to Korea, let's head back to Japan for our last stop. But this time, we're heading south. It's time to discover a slice of Okinawa. This is Nankuru Naisa, a izakaya that serves up dishes from Japan's tropical paradise. But first, I'd show you something a little unusual.
So action right here, there it is. This is Spam and also the tamagoyaki, which is the egg, So eggs and bacon, Okinawa style, that's what it's all about. You have the Spam in the front, which really, when you come close to your face, you can smell that very distinct Spam smell. And there's nothing unpleasant about it. It's not the healthiest of any meals, but we're in Junk Food Japan, so we're okay. I'm gonna just try a little bit of this. Oh yeah. That is salty as F-A-C-U-K, whatever you want to say that. Oh. Do a little bit of that with some of the home-cooked eggs. So the saltiness from the Spam is still lingering in my mouth. Okay, that was a pleasant surprise. So what happens is the egg, it's not really flavored with anything but eggs. So it comes out not so fluffy. It's got a bit of a crunch to it. It's not overcooked, but it does help you get rid of that saltiness from the Spam. Actually, this is kind of fun. It really reminds me of the times that I've been to Okinawa. Yeah, but one thing that I've experienced on this trip really is, man, every place we go, I just get hotter and hotter. So I'm gonna take off my jacket, roll up them sleeves, and I'm gonna ask for a beer this time. You know what? It's all for you, Tomodachi. We're going on this trip together, and I'm not going home without that beer. Nama beer kudasai! Oh, I gotta say, we gotta do this. Come on, together, forever. Oh yes, cheers guys. Oh, after that bite of Spam, there's just no way I couldn't have gone back into this beer. If you're ever gonna order a beer in Japan, ask for a nama. Nama means a drafted beer. If you ask for a nama beer or nama, then you get a drafted beer like this. All right, Tomodachi, let's check this out. We've got a Goya Chambol. Now, the Goya Chambol is a very classical Okinawa style of dish. If you look very carefully, and I actually need to put my glasses on to make sure that I'm not mistaking, we've got the actually very distinctive Goya, which is a southern fruit. It's got such a bitter taste to it that some people are completely turned off by it. But they say in Okinawa that it's good for you. And it's got the classical piece of Spam. There you go. And it's got some of the tofu right there. Boom. Look at that. Some onions. And it's got a bit of fish flavor in it somehow. I'm gonna do a combination of all of the above just like that. Oh yeah. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. There's some more of that goya. Let me get in there. Oh. Oh. I might have slightly bit a little bit too fast in on that goya. Man, that bitterness just hits you hard. Actually, in this one, I prefer the saltiness. Yeah, and then the tofu, slightly burnt right there. Boom. Check that out. This is, for a person from Okinawa, most definitely gonna be a very, very, familiar dish to eat. I gotta say, that is, man, seriously, like this is like a little child's dream come true. You've got a little like spirally piece of potato here that you can just pull apart and bite into. Oh, I gotta say, I was almost starting to forget that we're in Shinbashi, of all places in the whole world, going a bar hopping experience and like a culinary experience going from Japanese yakitori, Korean inspired Oden, and now here in Okinawa, that nama beer with some of these fried potatoes, that is just a comfort food for any salaryman. But wait, we've got the soak sobaka. When you start a bowl of something like this that's got a bit of broth or soup in it, I always suggest that you start off with the soup first. Why? Well, because it's just heartwarming. Yeah. Now, we're gonna grab some of those noodles. Remember the slurp technique, right? You've seen me slurp like a boss. I'm gonna do that same technique here. Get my face right in on it, right? Put a little bit of the noodles up on the spoon and then get real close. Don't forget to blow, because it could be really hot. I seriously feel like the Karate Kid right now. Just imagine him going down to Okinawa, learning some of that karate, and just coming for a bowl of this. Oh man, this is so good. It's got that pickled flavor of the ginger that just pops when you go in there with the noodles. This is really delicious. It's like you're going on this journey. That soft soup, and then the noodles, they're a little bit al dente, just enough, but they're a little bit thick, so they carry a lot of the soup up with them. And then when you bite down on the ginger, it just goes waff, 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 waff. It's like a sparring match inside your mouth. But this rafty, look at that. Look how soft and tender that is. That has been slow cooked for, I have no idea how many hours, but a lot. I'm gonna try and take a little bite, just a little bit. The fat on this pork belly is off the hook. It is so juicy, it is so good. You might as well just leave me alone for a couple minutes, because it's gonna sit here and enjoy this. Oh my God. And as I say that, I'm super intrigued by this aomori. Oh man, if they made vodka in Okinawa, this is probably what it would be. They also have some of them with the snake heads in them. You know the habu, like the only snake in Japan that actually kills you if you get bitten by it? Maybe have a look at that a little bit later, but let's try some of this. She did warn me, this is very spicy, so not too much. Let's get a couple of, oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I have no idea how to describe it, but it is so alcoholish that it's like, whoa. Anyway, dip it in there, get rid of that boy, and then mix it in with the soup, and let's see how it changes the flavor of it. Oh man, you could smell that this has gone on a journey for sure. Whoa, boom, right there in your throat, and then it just goes down and it opens up and it warms up your chest like nothing else. Ooh. Slight tingling. Oh yeah, there's alcohol, there's chili in there, there's like fresh peppers, there's everything. Oof. Man, this has been an absolutely great journey with you guys. And to finish it off, check out what we got for dessert. We got some spam onigiris. This is like the most classical dish you could ever invent from Okinawa. The rice that mixes with the saltiness of the spam. Are you kidding me? Man, and that's some really beautiful white home-cooked rice here from the mama-san.
And at this last bar, we spent only 2,900 yen. And that included the beer, but nowhere near our initial budget of 10,000 yen. I'm so stuffed. I actually didn't think it was gonna be such a challenge to spend the $80, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments below. And remember, if you like what you see, and you see what you like, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Man, set that reminder. Come back for more food stories. This was Jungle Japan, and I'll see you in the next one. Woo! Whoa, that last beer got me. I'll see you in the next one, guys, but I gotta go.